Probably.
Probably vocals on 1 and 2. Screen. Oh, shit. Look at that. So, welcome everybody to tonight's episode of When Black Roses Bloom. Alana's good. I just got to move
Oh,
some
she's so
screens.
good.
Screens around live here. Sorry. I should have done this before.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
We're doing it. I can't help myself. Okay, so chapter 4, session 4 of I forget the session title name.
Is it really only the 4th?
That was last time was the 4th. This is the 5th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm going to do the recap.
The mother of morality.
We were in an inn, a little tavern inn, where an old man came in saying that his daughter was missing. We took the bait. We also found out that a lord was missing and Corin was missing. We went to Corin's house. We investigated that to find a scarf and him shoved in a barrel outside of his house, all like forced in there and shit. Gideon, I found all of the tracks and led us to.
I helped.
Yes, Lord. Yes, you did. You did. That's right. You did a good job.
Just keep going. I'm just interrupting you.
I know you are. To Lord Hammersfell's house, which was also adjacent to the big oak tree or whatever tree. I think it was an oak tree.
It was.
Where we found Lord Hammerfell shoved in this tree. Bungo took off his jewelry, put it in the tree. Smart thinking. You guys did some more investigation, and then our guard came over, and we what's the guard's name? Philip. Yes. He told us about the trail to where Gathon has been hanging out, and Bungo persuaded him to join us along the venture. As we moved closer, I kind of branched out. We did our whole, see what we could see thing, which was our girl laying down while Gathon was singing some weird shit, trying to get us out of there because he wanted it for himself. I still think, Andy thinks we blew up his spot, but no, let's beside the point. Some crazy shit happened with the river. We met back up. As we approached, there was an encounter. Right? I have the initiative here. I want to give a shout out to. I got to give a shout out to Ren for his extreme high initiative in leading off the combat session. But we managed to put down this or lay this to rest, and then we just said, "Fuck it, we're going back." I think we told everybody. We told everybody about it. One of you guys lied to the dad, saying we buried the person out there. We went back there. They were fucking gone. I do want to state two things going forward that we did learn from Philip. There are bandits and there are dire wolves out in these woods. So, I think that's most of it. We did some general store, 60 days travel. The lips were burnt. I don't know if that's really important anymore because we, I don't actually probably is very important.
We learned some important lessons about not kissing fish women.
Yes.
In the woods.
So that's basically what happened for sure. What you guys at least know, you can be sure you can think whatever you want, is that Gathon was playing, Kayla was unconscious, and then it appeared as though she had become possessed by something. Who tried to seduce you guys but then once you guys kind of fought off the advances, you got to see the truth of what was,
Oh,
instead of this
that's
beautiful
true.
illusion
Bungo
young
took a
woman.
shot at me.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
shoved you. It was the greatest, smoothest move, though, to shove. You shoved in that moment. And so after, unfortunately, Caitlin died in the process because you had to, you were fighting her. She took, and as this thing kind of tore out of her. But Gathan was injured, and you come to find out because he admitted basically that that creature was gonna kill him, and he made a deal with her that because she couldn't leave the water very far, that he would bring her someone that she could possess. And in doing so, Caitlin, who was possessed by this creature, had killed the people that were missing in town. And that's why their lips were burnt, because when she would kiss you, she was almost like she tried to, siphon the life right out of you. But you were able to destroy that thing. However, even with some evidence that had been found, it appears that Gathon hasn't taken any of the blame, as he's good friends. His connections, seem to have gotten him out of. The next morning they basically said, "Hey, there's been some rumors, but none of it's true. If anything, Gathon was almost a victim, is the way they see it." So you guys had to kind of deal with that fact. And then Morgan is distraught, even though he knows he believes you guys buried his daughter. He still lost his daughter. And you imagine, he's already so frail that he won't last much longer with a broken heart. So some mixed results or feelings towards it, but you did vanquish, as Philip said, you did vanquish the creature, which certainly saved some lives. Lastly, you were also told a couple different options, right? So basically, there are some things going on in Cardin. I mean, in theory, you could stick around and delve deeper into the politics or the minutia of Cardin if you wished. Um, you can travel to the capital city or head that way if you're looking for more answers. You can do that two different ways. You can travel by foot through the woods, which will also stop at a few towns, but it's been kind of mentioned that it's dangerous, or at least that's the feeling, that's way more dangerous to go that way. Um, and then you also could travel towards a trading outpost. There's a man there by the name of Ben Dabbler who apparently runs a ferry type thing, or a boat. Because the river apparently it can be a little treacherous for sure. It's not easy to navigate, and unless you're skilled and have a sturdy vessel. So that's where you guys were at. I imagine you guys you're going to spend a day or two in there, I guess, while you do what the things you were going to do and things like that. But I believe that's kind of where we're at. All right, appreciate it, Andy, for the recap.
Hey,
Um,
I'm here for you.
I vote that Andy always does the recap.
So let's start with Bungo stuff real quick.
Well, based on Bungo walking away, I can only assume he also wants to have Andy do the recap.
I had to get my glasses.
So you retrieve your rings. That's easy enough. You find a moment where you can. It appears that nobody had found them,
Okay.
and then you'll ritual cast identify on the rings. Is that what you mean by?
Yeah. I wanted to take time with each item. Good 10, 15 minutes to. work my
So
magic.
the silver rings, I believe they are not magical, but the signet ring, the one that's really gaudy and looks kind of cheap, is also, or is magical though. Abjuration.
Okay. So with the identification, do I figure out what it does? Or
Oh yeah, you're not playing. Yeah, sorry, you're not casting detect magic. So
Yeah.
yes, so it's enchanted to kind of protect whoever wears it. So it's a ring of protection, but it also has the extra effect of you have resistance to poison damage and advantage on poison saves. You would imagine that this would probably come in handy for a noble, right? A little extra protection, making sure that if they were to be poisoned or anything like that.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. And then it said something about maybe going to talk to the mayor about a reward.
Yeah. So guys, now that we've had a minute to catch our heads here and Philip's gone, what do you think about should we go hit up the mayor, see if I'm thinking this is worth a reward, or maybe the Hammerfells themselves. themselves.
100%. Absolutely. I'm with you. I think, and by now we should start to be falling in line. I think I'm leaning hard on Bungo. You take the lead. This is your territory, right? I mean, in terms of talking with someone.
It, I only have one thing to say, and I hate to play devil's advocate in this,
Yeah, I hate that too.
but is the mayor gonna? I mean, he seems like. No,
He's definitely on Gathon's
so
side. We could play that up.
if you think you can do it, run with it, man.
Yeah.
It's just out of.
I don't think we'll get. Yeah, I was going to say this is, do you think we should avoid trying to incriminate Gathon? Because that might be the dead end that you're talking about.
That's
totally hearing.
That's a smart idea. That's actually it. Would like, what if you played into that?
Because Gathon is clearly a douche, right? And like, I don't like the cut of his jib.
Yeah.
And
I'd like to meet him in the back alley after a show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I still don't like letting him get the praise in any way. So I'm just saying, if there's,
I think we have a way that we can do this.
Yeah. I hope you have an idea, because we can always rely on politicians to be a little bit dirty, And from my experience, I think the best way to do it is to have him self-incriminate. Then it's believable instead of us incriminating him. Just saying, get him to admit something about knowing someone being somewhere.
Even if you can push them into the opposite, if you can force them into a lie, there's a good chance I'll recognize.
I was honestly, guys, I was just thinking that, like, we're not going to change the governor or the mayor or Gathon and just kind of like lean into their lie and be to get a little jingle in her jangle and then press on. I mean, unless we want to bring down Gathon. If you want to bring down Gathon, then it's a different play. But if we're going to get a little jingle in her jangle, I've got a way to play that, I think.
It might be one and the same.
Yeah.
We don't really know. But I can tell you, I definitely don't like Gathon.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he's an unlikable person, and maybe I envy him in some way, but I don't even play instruments. I just kind of want to trip him. Every time he goes by, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get that vibe.
Yeah, I mean,
Andy, do you remember?
For me, it was about the fact that he was luring people into this, eventually causing them to lose life, So I dislike him, from that point. I guess personally, it's not going to change even if we try to push. I don't think we've been here for a couple days, I mean, but if we can get something out of it, and someone's good at getting something out of it, and I'll look down to Bungo, then by all means we should take advantage of the situation. But I don't know if we're in a position to change minds, or I mean, maybe the influence is probably still around, though, right, guys? And I don't know.
We've been traveling together for a few miles now, gentlemen and ladies, and I'm trying to get a sense of how scrupulous each of you are. I know that neither of you are going to cut my throat in my sleep. At least I've convinced myself of that so that I can fall asleep at night. I've never woken up with less coin in my pocket than I went to bed with. But I don't know. There's ways of doing things, exacting our revenge on, or exacting justice on Gathon. But I don't know how dark each path each of you travels. I guess I'm saying.
Is that rhetorical?
What's that? I guess it's kind of rhetorical. Yeah. We're in a dark place. I guess my mood is just a little foul. I can't. This place is just making it hard to tell the difference between a just right and I don't know a just wrong.
I
don't
can
know.
tell
Seems
you-
a lot like home to me, but it's two different people.
I would like to put
Dark past, dark place. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I'm stopping, Olana. Go for it.
I'm done.
Are you? Okay. I would like to put this tip through his chest, and I'll look at like my glaive, but I don't think that would bode well for us right now, right here, in this moment. This guy has favor, so.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm not a witty guy, so maybe you can speak him into a corner. Or maybe we go to the outpost.
Let's go see the governor. Let's go see the mayor and see what happens. Roll the dice. Pull a new card of fate. So shall we?
Yep.
All right. Let's make our way over to the mayor's mansion and request an audience respectfully.
You make it to the mayor's house and talk to the guard out front, and he goes inside and say you asked for an audience with the mayor if he would be so obliged. A few minutes later, the guard comes down. He's like, "This way, Lord Daralion will see you now."
Lord what?
Daralion.
Daralion. All right. Okay, gentlemen.
You guys go in and you see as you kind of step into this big open entryway with these stairs going up. You see the mayor and Gathon coming down to greet you guys in the place is very well taken care of. Very everything seems old and expensive. It's not really new expensive things, but you can just see all this. This looks like generational wealth, that type of thing. But it's quite nice, and you can see multiple servants kind of moving about the house. As the mayor makes his way down. Well, gentlemen, I have to thank you for your help with my friend here. He was singing your praises.
Well, it is our thanks as well to Gathon for his quick thinking in the situation by the river, so that we all return safely, and that Cardin is safe once again under your stewardship.
This couldn't have said it better myself. I really couldn't have.
Yes,
Of course, you guys have have free room in the inn for as long as you guys decide to stay. That's all on me. You guys can eat on me. I really do appreciate it. And at this point, Gathon kind of steps forward and says, "I wouldn't forget. I wouldn't forget so quickly. What we talked about, old friend." And the mayor's like, "Oh, right. Well, Gathon thought perhaps some coin as a reward might be helpful." You see Gathon, he's got a big grin on his face, like,
yeah. Yeah, we were actually seeking to continue our travels, and this would help us in this regard, and we would be able to move on from Cardin and speak well of it as we go down the river, and uh, that would be much appreciated, as we are just travelers.
At this
Just
point, you
saying.
see the mayor's about to say something. Gathon steps forward. Well, again, in those trying times, men like us have to stick together. Reaches
That's
out to
right,
shake
and
you.
that's what. And I'm also very thankful that Philip was with us as well, right, Gathon, and the role that you and Philip really played in putting down the creature was instrumental.
Who's this now, Gathon? You see Gathon kind of smile, almost drops for a second before it grows again. Right, of course. Sorry. I mean, such a dramatic and fearful moment in my life. It must have slipped my mind. Of course, your guard, Philip, he was quite instrumental. Perhaps he also was in need of uh, honors and such a reward. Oh, the mayor's like, brave soul, absolutely. We will talk about perhaps promoting him.
Excellent.
Right, of course. We have to take care of those who take care of Cardin.
Yes.
Gathon
Gathon, you and
turns.
Philip should look after one another for many years to come. As your
Indeed.
wound heals, of course, it may take time for it to properly heal.
Yes. Unfortunately, these types of things happen in the heat of battle.
Yeah.
But
Well,
again, we thank you. It's unfortunate about Caitlin, but we tried everything we could. Best of
indeed.
luck to you guys in your travels, and of course, we'll take care of Philip, and he'll always have a special place in my heart.
Great. We look forward to looking back on him at some point in the future in our travels.
You see that Gathon reaches back, and the mayor's kind of just smiling and watching. He's like, oh, reaches and hands Gathon a bag of coins. This is good for it. 300 silver is a fine reward.
Indeed. Thank you.
Help you on your travels to get home.
Gentlemen, Alana, anything else? No.
Well,
If there's a moment where like I can lock eyes with Gaston or Gathon, not Gaston, sorry, my bad. And just
Say his name.
that Strider-esque, like
yeah. Give me an intimidation roll.
Intimidation that's a 9.
As you kind of you lock eyes, as he kind of is smiling at everyone. He looks at you and smiles and gives you a little wink before smiling on to everybody else. Well, as you can see, my hip is still rusting, and the mayor, of course, has much to do. It is, but it's been a pleasure. Best of luck on your travels. The mayor comes over, shakes your hand. Oh, yes, Cardin thanks you. We don't know what we do without our friend Gathon here in Cardin.
Apparently, our price is 300 silver.
We have that amount of possession now, right? Right.
Yes.
Out of character.
Yes.
I almost want to be a little sassy right now.
My heart is not to be, but but this Gathon's a fucking piece of shit.
Is the mayor walking away? Is that what's happening? Right
yes,
now?
it looks like that's what they're kind of pushing towards. They're waiting for you to walk back, but it's clear that Gathon's kind of rushing you out, and the guards are kind of you get that moment there as you guys are just like.
So Alana's gonna go up to walk up to Gathon and shake his hand. And,
My lady.
And she goes to shake his hand. She takes it, and she does a trump and grabs it and pulls him in.
Yep.
And she's like, that divine smite you used to smite that Kappa thing was paramount. She really did it. And then it was so sad that girl had to be possessed by that. tragedy. And she lets go of his hand, almost crushing it.
Yeah, he's like, it's like holding a small child's hand. Like, he's quite weak in the hands. You can feel it immediately as you grab it. He's like, and he really, locks eyes with you. Go ahead and give me an intimidation roll.
Okay. Oh, yes. Ooh, okay. I rolled an 18 on the die, which gives me a 21.
So as he pulls back, you can see you kind of hurt him. He's like, strong grip. He looks up, and you guys at this point see for the first time as he looks up, he looks back. He won't make eye contact with Alana. He kind of for the first time, even in you see, apart from maybe when he was running in fear from that creature, but you see that true Gathon that but you clearly affected him with your subtle intimidation.
Perfect.
So he definitely seems. It doesn't seem nearly as arrogant.
She'll turn away from him, officially back towards him, and saunter out of the room, the whole hip dip walk thing that the girls do. Tail doing the whole. Yeah.
I'll give Alana a good affirmative tap on the shoulders as she walks away. Fuck yeah.
You see Gathon kind of again.
I'd like to think with my insight that I recognize that, but I'm not going to acknowledge it. I need to mentally record that.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely recognize what just happened. As you guys walk out, you feel that heavy bag of silver in your hand.
Okay. We'll go ahead and divide that. Let's divide that equally amongst the four of us until we know we run into our friend.
Yeah, he's been speaking with Bimbor. You're not sure. He's been a little bit I'm not sure what he's doing. But he told you that he's got to get some answers, but he'll find you.
So that's 75 each. We'll divvy up on the road, but 75 each of the OG silver.
Unless he brings valuable information to us, he wasn't here for any of this. So this is a wise choice in my eyes.
So
I'm also going to ask that someone reminds me out of game for this one. And reminder, I've been putting this in Electrum. I think this is a perfect Electrum spot.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
So once we're outside and out of earshot of the guard and whatnot, say to the party, so do we want to push our luck and go to the Hammerfells as well, or shall we hitch a wagon out of town? We've already got provisions.
I think we need to get out of here and move on to something else. We were kind of making too much of a spotlight.
We still don't know where we are. We have to figure that out.
Well, and then no one believes in maps around here,
So, guys, this ring has some magical properties to it. It's ring. It kind of protects someone who wears a little bit. It looks terrible, but it's like a family ring. I don't know if we could down the road make it look different, or if we should try to swap it out with them for a handsome reward, or if I should just bite the bullet and wear it later on.
It's a gamble.
It is, but the longer we hold it, the more options we have. So,
okay, all right. I'll just put it in my pocket. So we're gonna skip the Hammerfells, or are we gonna go and try and?
I think if you plan on keeping the ring, then we should take that as our win, and not push two more.
That's half the group. I'm good. Okay. So we find a wagon then.
Yeah. I have a couple things I have to grab too before we leave, but they're simple.
Or get on the boat on the river, one or the other.
Yeah, the boat's at the outpost, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a few days travel down the road.
Right, so we still have to get there first.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you need anything, I suggest, I'm going to say this again and again, Philip brought up bandits and wolves multiple times. So that seems to be a common thing around here.
I'm honestly not a fan of either.
No. Fuck them.
Do we So what do you need to grab, Gideon?
Oh, I would like to grab a couple journals and maybe see if I can score a couple javelins.
Do they have the journals we might be able to pick up back at that general store with Richard?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Like blank journals?
Yes, blank journals. Yep. You know, just
The ones that are empty?
yeah, yep. I would like to put stuff in them. I don't know how that's actually going to work, because I've usually kept shit up here, but I don't know, man. Something about this.
Hey, so like, if I get a little bored, can I read them?
If
Yeah,
I
we took you
actually
guys
get
for the-
stuff in them, that's a conversation we can have.
We'll check you for the reading and writing type, you guys.
I think it's fine. Don't worry about it. Shh.
Yeah.
Don't stay out of this. I got this.
I mean, I'd like to think what I'm writing down is what we already know. My good
It would
father.
be good to keep track of the towns and things. That's for sure.
And my father taught me that you gotta know your enemies. You gotta know where you are. You gotta know the land. You gotta understand it. And I feel like we're far from home, and I don't know anything around here. I don't understand anything around here, and I just need to get a base so I can be competent in my angle for this group.
I can't disagree with a single thing you've said.
Do we? Okay, so we'll go to the general store to get the journals. Maybe the blacksmith to get the javelins. Are we walking on foot? Or are we going to try to get a cart, or what do we want to do?
To the outpost?
Yeah.
What do you think, Bungo? What'd they say? It was a couple days?
Couple days.
Couple days.
We don't have a lot of stuff, and then I guess the cart we would then have to sell or leave there, so we probably just walk.
We could do that.
My only fear is that, and I mean no offense, Bungo, but you might slow us down. So perhaps an investment in a cart, we could move at a pretty good pace, sell the cart, maybe at a loss, but at least not at a loss of time.
Okay. Well, let's ask the guy at the general store how much they would run.
Okay.
What are you guys trying to get?
So a couple journals for Gideon, javelins if they have them,
Yeah.
and then just to inquire about a basic cart and something to pull it, like what that would cost.
What? Or do you need like writing stuff and ink and all that stuff too for your journals?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So he can give you.
I would like
what?
at least one of those journals, if possible, because of my subclass.
Yeah.
I would like to be able to, expand on my spells as they become available. So I would imagine even I have some kind of wizard's book, per se, for...
So I think you do cast it like a mage, and you
Is
can
it?
only you kind of follow those things, but you don't. You remember we kind of talked about like
Oh,
there's this rage, not rage, like fire,
Yeah.
you know, that
Gotcha.
you're feeling that is
Well,
kind of fueling that. So in theory, you could write, but you could take note. Like I don't want to, like if that's what you want to do.
yeah,
But
I still want two blank
yeah.
journals, even if I don't have to have them be special.
So for everything, including the 2 journals and some like ink and quills and things like that, is probably 5 silver for both.
Okay. Of this place is silver.
Yes, yeah.
I will do that. I will do that. I'll thank him. Does he have any other interesting things that would be beneficial in a journey, or is it just basic?
He's got general goods, so it depends on what you're looking for. But yeah, I mean, he, you know, if it's something pretty common, he's definitely probably got it. You know,
Maybe a little bit more, another 50 feet of rope.
Ren already cleaned it up.
he reaches over, tosses it to you. No problem.
Perfect.
That's on me.
Perfect.
Appreciate the help you gave the town.
Hey, keep an eye out.
Yeah, appreciate you guys taking care of Gathon. It's too bad about Caitlin, but
Hey, you got any javelins back there?
no, I'm sorry, I don't. You can check with
Got,
Morris the blacksmith, but I don't know how many weapons he might have a few javelins, but
What about a cart and a donkey or something? How much would that run?
you could buy a cart and a donkey, I'm sure.
We have to buy shoes from the blacksmith if this happens.
What about? Do you have one of those mastiff war dogs that maybe is a little old, but pulled a small cart for my friend?
A what?
You know, the kids have the little carts that the dogs pull.
Oh yeah.
If we're on a pinch, I mean, it's more his size, you know.
I don't know. We might have
Give him
something like
Bungo a
that.
little hip bop.
I'm like torn between being offended and like excited at the prospect.
So you are looking at 35 silver pieces for the
I'll
cart
leg
and
it.
donkey.
I'll leg it out.
You like
Cart
it?
and donkey.
I'm
Unless
all
we can
in.
sell it.
I mean,
You want to
I'm
sell
all
it?
in. I am all in on that.
I thought you just blew all your money on the shield.
Didn't you just give me a bunch of money?
Yes.
All right,
All
I'll
right.
blow the rest of it.
All
On
right.
Dog Chariot. My money is on Dog Chariot.
I don't know if it's a dog chariot though. I thought it was like a cart and a donkey.
It was
Well,
cart and donkey.
but you wait till I replace that donkey with a big dog.
And a lance.
Yeah. Dog
You,
Okay.
Chariot.
don't
All
need, you don't need a lance. One of the javelins that I would use would be quite sufficient for a guy of your size, Bungo. No offense.
You get a keg of ale on this thing then too. But,
That's
okay.
what I'm talking about. It's a smart move.
Yeah,
I'll throw 10 silver in for the cart and the donkey.
But the barrel's mostly for counterweight.
Yeah.
I'll throw 10. I'm marking it off. That it seems like it'll.
It's
You guys buying
35.
the donkey?
Okay. So Ren just mark off 15 and I'll do 10 as well.
Oh,
I'm just
Alana?
setting myself to 0.
Keeping your money for yourself. That means you're going to be carrying all your stuff then. All right.
I have been the whole time anyway.
What'd you?
Yeah. Works for me.
Okay. So we have a cart and a mule. And Ren, you get to name the mule since this was. Well, whose idea was this? It was Ren's. Yeah.
It was friends. Yes. This should be interesting.
All right. This is perfect. I have the perfect name for him. We'll call him Dog. Hence, Dog Chariot. No one will see it coming. His name is Dog. How are you, Dog? Oh, no. Oh, sorry. I'm not very good with animals, especially ones with those black, dull eyes. Just glossy, sort of demon eyes.
Okay.
Hey, if anyone else wants to name it, go for it. I seriously
I
can't.
think it
No,
has
it's
been
dog.
named. It's dog.
Tanner. Okay, so did you still want to go see about those javelins real quick with Harold or Horace?
I mean,
Black.
yeah, if it's not too far, if we have time, then I would just go to the blacksmith, see if I could pick up a couple javelin.
You can. Sorry, I'm just doing something on Roll20.
Nope, that's fine.
As you guys can easily go to the blacksmith. Yeah, you can. However, you're looking for javelins.
Yes.
He does not. Sorry, boys. I don't have a lot of weapons. I got a few swords and a couple spears, and but
Yeah. I could throw a spear, right?
yeah, short spear.
All right, I'll take a spear.
3 silver.
Okay. How's his demeanor? Is he like?
He seems like a gruff old half elf.
Yeah. Okay.
He seems mad a little bit, but courteous enough. Like he's not outright rude, but he's always working. Kind of, what do you need? Yep. Nope.
All right, 3 silver. All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Sweet.
like them
Yeah,
French
wait,
fried
sir.
potatoes.
Wait, sir. Could I get a spear too?
Yeah.
I'll take one just like that. Bungo,
6 silver.
you
no,
got
3
this.
I'll
Yeah,
pick it up.
all right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Bungo. I mean, thanks, Gideon. All right, I'm gonna try to wear it just like Gideon.
Are you? You didn't spend all your silver already. Ren.
Does it matter if I did or not? Like, does that change our relationship? We've been on the road together for a while,
He's like,
depending on each
spend-
other.
What, like
Roadies.
5 days?
We had a couple weeks.
It was a
beforehand.
couple weeks. That's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. Jeff
remember
still
this?
has like 670-ish. So, but I'll pick it up. I know this guy is. I read him. He's about his business and shit. So we'll make this transaction short and sweet. We'll get him his silver. We'll pick up the spears. I'm gonna put mine on the cart, fashion it to the cart if I could, because I already have a polearm that I'm carrying. This is just something I want close.
I think I would, unless anyone else wants to do anything else, I'd start leading the group back through town on a circuitous route, not a direct route.
Okay.
And eventually I'd like to end up in front of or adjacent to someone's house named Gathon.
So you guys just haven't seen him. You think he stays at the mayor's house? That's the only place you've ever seen him. You don't think he actually has a house?
Yeah, the way his tongue touched the corner of his mouth there, that's what I was picking up too. Damien's a little tell.
Alana's just hinting at that they're always together.
We've been chasing a homeless famous guy.
I wouldn't say
Okay.
he looks homeless. I know homeless. I think he's.
But he doesn't have a home. Granted, neither do we.
Oh, would you stay at your
So, I
significant
guess if
other's
we-
house for a long?
Look, I don't
period
want to
of
get
time?
into a philosophical debate about who we are and who we kill.
Guys, I was
let's
gonna
just.
like
Bungo, what you
poop
think?
on his stoop. I was like gonna leave something in his house, like a dead animal, or defecate on his doorstep, or set something on fire. But the governor's mansion seems a little. We can't burn down the mayor's house.
I mean, he just gave us 300 silver.
All right, we should piss off then.
Probably.
Okay.
Unless you really want to, then I'm all about it. But my gut tells me that we've won. Kind of. For as much
I
as...
already used that this morning. Let's go.
Let's go. All right.
So, what are you guys doing?
Dog. Onward.
What time of day? Like, this is still the same day that we went through all this? Do we want?
You guys spent the night, and then it's kind of the afternoon of the next day.
Do we want to leave now? Sorry. I'm good. I mean, I'm fine with leaving now instead of the morning. All I'm saying is we have to be extremely vigilant in this travel. I don't want us to be blindsided by a pack of bandits or wolves. They definitely have the edge on us now. This is unfamiliar.
So tell me what's your
Unfamiliar.
guys' actual plan? Are you walking with? You're just taking the cart and walking towards the outpost, correct?
Yeah, we have the cart and donkey named Dog, and we have our supplies, our rations, and whatnot, and we're going to make our way towards the outpost on the coast and camp a night or two on the road. And once we get to the outpost, our intent is to sell the cart and donkey, potentially, and take the ferry down the river to Carthalon, where we can find some answers for where we are, why we're here, etc.
Carthalon, that's the capital?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, sorry.
Yeah, no, because that's where the Toad Liquor dude, Mistweaver, told us,
Toad Liquor.
Told us where we could find some answers. We can find a map along the way, great. We can make some more coin along the way, great. Our driving mantra is get somewhere with some people who know something about.
Yeah, that's the legit plan. As you guys are leaving, you guys catch the attention of old Philip. He's up on the post like you saw you first time. All right, best of luck, guys. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Throwing some finger guns.
Yeah.
Hey.
Finger crossbows.
Yeah. You guys, he waves you on.
Keep your eyes about you, Philip.
You too. Remember, whistling after dark.
What the hell does he mean by that? No one ever says that back home. I swear.
So as you guys
I
leave the
honestly
town,
didn't want to whistle until he mentioned it. Now I can't stop thinking about it.
Interesting how that works. As you guys leave the town, it disappears quickly into kind of the half-dead forest as it's a cool breeze in the air. It's that autumn, late autumn almost. It feels like there's been no snow or anything, but it's just cold and dour, and there's not many leaves left on the trees. But you make your way back towards the crossroads where the V in the road where you found that body. Along your travels, your early morning travel or your afternoon travel is pleasant enough, but that cold is kind of biting into you. You get to that V pretty quick in a few hours, and they told you just take the other path. The sign's broken, but that'll open up out of the woods, and you will follow the river. You'll be kind of close. You'll be close to the river. If you follow that, heading east, you won't miss the outpost. It's right on the river. And so you make your way, and a lot of thoughts going on through your head as you realize there's some accomplishment you've made, but also where the hell are you? And that sense of victory that you kind of had starts to fade a little bit as you realize as you're walking in this unknown, feeling a little unsure again. But you push forward. It's towards the end of the day. Night falls pretty early. It's right around 6 when the night starts to creep in. Just an hour or so before that, as the sun is setting, you guys come out of the forest. It's an odd thing too, because it's like it just kind of ends. It's a pretty abrupt change as you step out of the forest into a kind of open field area. There's some trees. It's dotted. It's not but it's very much out of the forest, and you can hear the rushing river. It's maybe 100 yards to the south of you, which would be to your right, and then maybe a quarter of a mile away, there's some more woods. They're continuation, but this part of it next to the river has been clearly either logged or just naturally doesn't.
There's a clearly defined tree line. Then,
Yes.
yeah.
Does it look logged or dead?
So everywhere you go, there's some trees cut down. It's clear that this whole area. So you see some of that, but whether or not you don't see a lot of stumps, that many, so probably not logged.
Gotcha. And is there any place that looks suitable for? I mean, for a camp, preferably, if like a visual. As far as Gideon's looking for some place to bunker down, where he can not be blindsided.
Yeah. You see there's it's literally just like the foundation, like part of the foundation of an old probably farm or farmhouse. But that little area has been cleared. It's probably, that would be a good spot if you want to look for a camp. It's just 100 feet off the trail probably. The sky is every now and then you'll see like the night sky or the sky will peek out, but for the most part it's pretty overcast.
Hey, I don't mean to assume, but I don't think traveling for long times is smart until we understand our terrain. It looks like we can camp over here and have a decent security view. But if you guys want to travel, I'm not one to say
I think that's pretty smart. Yeah, I see the foundation of what looks to be like a building over there, but the building isn't there. But yeah, anyone opposed?
Maybe we.
I'm not one for danger, and if you sword hand people want to rest, then I am all for hunkering down.
Oh, I don't know how much rest we'll get, but at least we'll be able to control our situation.
Well, I'd really like to get some rest, personally, just between you and me.
Yeah, I bet you would. I'm gonna look over. Bungo, are you on board with this? I would imagine you don't need much rest, as you have been on a cart for half the day.
My backside's kind of sore. Bouncing around on the cart. Yeah. The dog could use some rest.
Dog good? All right. What do you think, Alana? A little fire gonna, are you okay with that, or should we lay
suppose
low?
if we have it inside the foundation wall, tucked next to, we should be okay, just out of sight.
I'll take the charge with the fire, and it's going to be thought of. Like I want to make sure that it won't spread, and I'm keeping the footprint of the fire very minimal. It's just little heat, a little light.
Mm-hmm. You guys are just going to just rest for the night until the morning and continue on. You probably think that, from what you understood, you're probably, if you keep on going, everything goes well, you covered a lot of ground, that you would get there not tomorrow, but early afternoon or late afternoon.
Hey, if we found a campsite, let's take it early today and learn as much as we can. Sorry.
Any watches?
Yeah. And I think Alana, we have to be opposite.
Yeah.
Bungo, I will take first watch since I rode on the cart and we all are probably more tired. So.
All right. Alana, you want to go first? You want to get woken up halfway through?
Bungo, which one did you say you wanted to do?
First.
You wanted to do first, okay.
Well, we'd go. Are we doing 2 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Are we doing...
Yeah, that's what I would imagine, because we only have 4 people here right now, right, Damien? Sorry, I
Yeah.
don't mean to assume.
Yeah. There's no one. I mean, you got dog.
So
Um,
I don't trust dog. All right, so
I've
look,
never trusted dog.
I'll take a second watch if someone wants.
yeah, no, you're
Or
definitely
you want me to
taking
take
Ren. You're definitely taking a second watch because Bungo's on the first watch, and we are splitting this up this way. It just
All right. I do want it to be known that regardless, I am sleeping as close to the fire as possible.
fair enough.
Gideon, what would you prefer?
I'll take second.
Okay, I'll go last then.
No, you don't have to go last. You go with Bungo, right? We're doing it in
Oh.
pairs. I would imagine,
Sure.
right? Or are we doing singles?
Yeah, and if you stay, you would want to stay there for probably like 12 hours then, which is fine. That would have to, so everyone can get a long rest if you're only doing 2 watches, because you'd have to at least get 6 hours, I would say.
Well,
if
and
not
we
enough.
stopped early,
Yeah.
ish.
Yeah, so you could be done. I just,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think we
just wanna
do
make sure
like
that's
half
the
and
case.
half. I think that's
Sure. So I'll do first with Bungo then.
Okay. As you guys are settling into bed, you guys can hear off in the distance, which you would have to expect with some kind of howling out there a little bit, but it seems pretty far away. Bungo and who's it in the first? Bungo and who? Lana? You guys spend most of your time, getting so you could walking the perimeter, making some food, kind of just keeping an eye out, things like that. You both of you hear multiple times throughout the night, wolves howling and things like that. Though you never really feel like they're very close. You never get too concerned about it, and you pass that along to Ren and Gideon when you awaken that you've heard them, but they sound like they're not getting closer. And but yeah, Ren, you guys and Gideon, you guys are getting around doing the same thing, getting your watch around, and you guys can hear the wolves, and they don't sound too close at this time. A few hours go by, and you're over there kind of stoking the fire a little bit. You guys hear some rustling off in the brush, and it's only for a second as you both kind of look at each other, and you look over, and you hear kind of scrambling towards you, and coming out of the thicket or the brush near you is you hear the screams of a man. Oh, please, God, they're gonna eat me. You can see something moving kind of probably 50 feet away. It's definitely running towards your direction. You do have a soft glow from your...
I'm going to start poking the guys. And no, I'm going to start poking Bungo. I'm not going to poke Elena. That'd be cruel and unchivalrous. I'm going to try to wake people.
I'm going to step in front of... put me in between our camp and where this is coming, and have my glaive at the ready.
Busting through the thicket, you see this figure running towards you, screaming, "Please, somebody help, please!" You see he's got some big dripping blood off of his face. You can see blood coming off his face. As he comes stumbling into your guys' camp. "Oh, please, they're gonna eat me. It's a pack of wolves."
What?
He sees he's got blood on his face. It looks like he's been, not sure, bit or scraped up. At this point, you guys hear it sounds fairly close. You kind of hear something matching.
The wolves. The wolves.
Please, they're hungry. This is a balding man.
How bad are his wounds?
Clothes are kind of tore up. He's bleeding a lot, but you don't see any deep gashes from your initial, like, this is happening pretty quick. It looks like he's got a lot of superficial wounds on him.
What are you doing out here?
Please, I live far from here. I was out fishing. You guys hear?
Don't you know it's against the law to fish at night? And
It's the best time. I catch catfish.
I'm gonna pick him up and not forcefully slam him, but put him into part of the ruined wall, that air.
Yo, you mean like get him out? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, get him out of the way, and give him the shush shine, and peer back and listen
Guys.
for the wolves.
Guys, I think we're gonna have company.
This fool brought them here.
What are you guys doing?
Ah,
Anything?
I'm
Kind
getting in the cart. I'm getting
Okay.
up in the cart.
Okay.
No,
I'm
can
gonna-
we prepare in some way? Is there anything we can do?
you know what? I'm gonna go buy the cart, grab one of those spears, and let my glaive go. This is probably the first time that you guys see as like I make this maneuver, my glaive just vanishes. And I'll grab a spear and I'll just look at in the direction that we hear the howls and just wait to see something so I can launch an
All right,
attack.
I'm gonna grab a spear as well and follow up, and I'm gonna stand like 4.5 feet behind him.
And I'm gonna pull out my hurdy-gurdy and play a little tune real quick for the folks, and I'm going to inspire Alana, and I'm just gonna. What do the wolves say? What do the wolves say?
I actually like wake up to this, and I'm like feel inspired to make you shut up. Like,
Wait, what's going on?
What
No one woke
are
me
you
up.
doing? Oh my god, freaking jerk! Which makes me feel angry, almost like boosted. Sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
That is a D6 inspiration.
Okay. So you guys kind of sitting there waiting here. And then you're gonna hear it again from a different, slightly. You hear it in front of you, and then you hear it to the left of you. It's not. It sounds like it's definitely getting closer, and it's kind of echoing around. It's at this time that he kind of gets quiet for a second as you're waiting, and all of a sudden, right at the pinnacle of that quiet moment as you're ready for it, Gideon, you feel this horrible pain in your back as you feel it feels like a knife coming in and digging deep into your back. As you turn and look, and you see that guy behind you, see his hands, a claw, looks like a big wolf paw claw as his face begins to break and twist, and he snarls.
Fuck!
The wolves are here. His jaw breaks and snaps into a snout. His fur erupts from his body, and he is going to attack you.
Fuck!
And he hit you. I rolled the first one. We're going to roll initiative in a second. I'm going to go ahead and just do this real quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Actually, you guys can roll initiative and get your number ready, but I'll ask for it in 1 second.
Roll high.
Okay. All right, so you take 7 slashing damage as you just feel his claws dig deep, and as his broken, half transmogrified mouth rears open and comes down for a bite at you. Nat 20, I shit you not. So, ooh, that's gonna hurt. 15 piercing damage as the bite comes down.
You said a natural 20 for you.
Yeah.
Wait, you're taking a second attack?
Yes.
Okay, but what's the total? Can I ask for the total?
Of course, yeah. So that would be 7, and that would be 22.
22. Fuck. All right, never mind. So yeah, 15. You say?
Yep.
Oh boy.
All right.
Fucking
Flip roll.
drop to a knee. Like
Yeah, I'm sure that hurt.
Yeah, like he like buckles me down. Wow. Okay. Whew.
You guys bought into that wolf story pretty hard. So he would put it behind you, like so, which is fine. I'm not to say like that's why he got such a vicious. For initiative, I'm gonna move you guys over to your map.
Okay.
I actually love the surprise.
Okay. Whew. All right.
Yeah, roll initiative here. Okay, 15 to 20.
I got a
got
six. Oh,
21.
Ooh.
Okay, 16 and 21.
15.
Okay. And then Alana, I'm assuming you got below.
I got a 7.
Okay. So, Bungo, you turned at the last second to see this, what appears to be some transmogrifying man into a hybrid wolf creature.
Okay.
And I moved you. Can you guys see? I know that Ren can't, but I'll explain the setup to him.
So for bards, if I cast a spell with my action, can I also cast one with a bonus action if it's first level or cantrip, or no?
So if the main spell is a cantrip,
No, main spell's level 1.
or
Or
so you can't cast a bonus action cantrip. I don't think there are very many bonus actions.
well, there's a bonus action. So I have a healing word as a bonus action spell
Yeah, and then you could do a cantrip with your primary. Yes.
with my action,
Yeah.
but I couldn't do it first and first.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so in that case, then Bungo's going to level his crossbow at the liar, and going to take a shot with True Strike.
Okay.
So let's see what happens here. So that is an 11 to hit, I think. Yeah, 11. And True Strike doesn't add anything to the 2 hit. So 11 on die.
11, I believe, misses.
Okay. So 2 freaked out. Miss. And for my bonus action, then I'm going to cast Healing Word on Gideon.
Okay. I believe that's 1d4 plus your modifier, maybe?
1d4 plus 3. 6 points. Healing. And that is my turn.
Gideon, you feel those playing in your ear as you have second wind of some sorts.
Yeah. I'm gonna bonus action summon my glaive. I'm like gonna drop this spear in one action and bring my glaive and just fucking hit this guy in the most defensive way. You know, like just try to slam him in the skull. Fuck, that's a attack. That is a 9.
That will miss. You swing and he moves his head and catches it.
Yeah.
Comes.
And try to bring it back and like hold it up and be defensive, but fuck. Movement. I can't do shit. That's it.
Okay. Ren, you're up. You are 10 feet away from it. Its back is turned to you as it's focused on Gideon and in front of him. Yeah.
Do I have advantage or do I need to aim?
So you don't have advantage necessarily, but you could either bonus action hide and then you'd have advantage, or you can do your steady aim.
Yeah. I'm gonna steady aim. I'm right here.
Like,
And then I'm gonna attack. Oh, I thought it was a big B, like a nat 20. No, it's an 8.
You're taking your time real nice and slow, and it just goes right by his ear. Man,
Alerts him to where I am.
yeah.
Um,
All right. I think that's the end because you can't use your movement after you use steady aim, and steady aim takes your
yeah, I
bonus
think
action.
you're right.
Yep.
I think you're absolutely right. Good night, guys.
Did you roll with advantage?
Oh, wait, no, I did not.
Yeah.
All right, we'll give it one more shot.
I'm gonna use my ability and not use my ability. You rolled a natural 1.
No, this time it was 13 total. So
13 hits.
what?
13, yeah, 13 hits.
Holy shit!
You're bending arrows now, or bending bolts.
Oh, fuck. Oh, 6 damage.
So yeah, it hits him. You see it like nicks him, but it definitely like it snapped your bolt. It hurt him, but it didn't hurt him as much as you would hope that it would have.
I really regret like standing here and aiming when I should have like run away further, but you know.
Yep. All right, we are at this
Hindsight.
creature's turn. It is going to snarl and try to go at Gideon again.
Oh boy.
13
A 13 misses.
with the claw swings at you. He comes in to try to bite you, and you were ready this time as you were able to duck kind of far underneath him. You knew he was coming. So he snaps over your head. Let's have a roar. Alana.
Perfect. So she, let's see if I can grab her. I don't think I can.
You should be able
wonder-
to. You just have to be on the pointer, Control S or the select button,
Okay, cool.
and you should be able to move her. You can either use the arrows or the.
I got it. So I come up to its side, and I use my channel divinity, and I invoke my conquering presence. So it needs to make a whiz saving throw. Or if it fails, it's frightened.
Rolled a nat 20.
Okay. So it wins this time.
Yeah. That almost wanted it to fail, but I even rolled it on roll 20 on it. I don't do because I think you guys can see it, but yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't seem to. Again, maybe it's a place you're in, but you feel like you just weren't able to kind of exude that normal.
Yeah, the presence. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's my action. That's really it. I kind of shore up my shield a little bit, but that's my whole move there.
All right, we are at Bungo.
Okay, Bungo is going to go ahead and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
On this lovely little creature and outline it in violet light. So just for everyone, it's got to make a dexterity saving throw, doesn't it?
Does it? Get a
Yes.
save? Wow. I rolled a
Natural 20.
no, yeah. 12.
All right, you had to beat a 13.
Okay.
Yes.
So he's outlined in this haze, which gives, I believe, advantage on the attack rolls.
Yep. Attack rolls against the affected creature or object have advantage if they.
You see it kind of claws at its arms a little bit before it realizes that the fire is harmless.
I think he also emits a dim light
Yeah.
in the 10-foot radius.
Okay.
It cannot be invisible. And do I dare use my bonus action? Yeah, I don't know. Who else is going to come? So I get the Gertie again and fire up another tune, and I'm going to inspire Gideon.
Okay. feel the inspiration, Gideon, as it is your turn.
All right. This guy's lit up. I am. I'm gonna cast Booming Blade. I'm engaged with him like at 5 feet on my glaive, and 13 and an 18, so a 23 to hit.
Absolutely, it's yeah.
And actions. That's D10. Which is 6 points of damage.
Okay.
I am going to bonus action second wind.
Okay, 1d10 plus your level.
Yep. So that's 6 plus 3, so 9 points of healing, and then action surge.
Nice. Get it on.
Fuck this guy. He,
Yeah.
he brought me back. I'm like, getting back to my feet, just like cutting him away. Natural 20.
Nice. Your pull axe seems to bite into his flesh just fine. Unlike.
So a 2 and a 6. So that's 8 plus 3. That's an additional 11 points of.
You guys want to start maybe on the next one doing? I kind of like max plus a roll, because then it makes your crits, but then the creatures get that as well. But
yeah,
for your weapon die, just a thought.
Okay.
So if you roll a d8, it'd be 8 plus whatever you roll. You automatically get the max 1 die. And then,
that's a good. I like that.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because if not, sometimes you could roll a 1 and a 2 and do less damage in the average attack.
Hear me out, though. I can't let you think that you should expect that I know how to do the math on that.
That's fair.
Everyone thinks they're like, oh, and I'm like, no.
So, yeah, my glaive chin.
How much was that? 6 plus what? So how much?
I rolled a 2 and a 6, so that's 8
so
plus
8 plus
3 is 11. So
yeah, what's your strength?
3. Yeah, it's 16.
So you should get plus 4 because your weapon's plus 1. Remember?
Oh.
Should be plus 4 to hit, or it should be an extra 1 on to hit.
I never put a magic glaive in my.
Yeah, so just put a glaive plus 1 in there.
Yep.
I think it has 1 on the.
I'll do it right now.
Okay, so
My bad.
yeah, that's solid. So yeah, in a flurry, you see he slams down into him, takes a deep breath, kind of steals himself before spinning around and sticking in his stomach.
I want like the thematic to be like the battle like changing, because like I got beat down and now I'm
the momentum has shifted.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's very clear that's what's happening.
I know. I don't think I can get between Bungo and this wolf, but
no,
I
you
will
can
be defensive.
You can.
Yeah, can I? All right, then
Yeah,
I'll move that. I mean, we paid a decent amount for that cart,
He's on that.
and Bungo's on that cart, so I'll just move to a little bit of a defensive position there.
Protect dog.
You guys haven't seen dog for a minute. Ren, your turn.
What?
Fuck. You open up with that? You open up with you haven't seen dog for a minute?
Mid combat initiative.
Your turn. Now I gotta fucking deal with that trauma.
Where's dog?
All right. Where the fuck is dog? All right. Damian, will you give me like a little recap of like where I am distance wise? First of all, how
right 10 feet in front of you, this big werewolf basically is locked in a battle with Gideon, who has just took a step. And so you imagine right in front of you is this werewolf. To the right, directly right of him is 10 feet in front of you is a werewolf. To the right of that werewolf is Gideon. To the left of that werewolf, from your point of view, is Alana. They're battling back and forth. You're 10 feet back away with your weapon, and Bungo keeps poking his head out of the cart, doing something and dipping back down.
I uploaded a map for you, Jeff.
But you're only 10 feet away.
Is there a good place that I could duck behind for some cover? Try to hide
If you back all the way up another 10, 15 feet, there's like it's like the rock face and stuff. You could hide there.
All right, 15 feet would be ideal. That'd get me in a better. I mean, I do have Expo Expert, but still, for the sake of this and for realistic flavor, yeah, I'm gonna duck back there. I'm gonna do my best to hide.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Sorry. Mm, 14.
14 hits.
All right.
Oh, you're rolling stealth roll. Sorry. Yeah, 14 for your stealth. Gotcha. Okay. All right. And so you think you're hidden? Whether or not you are will remain to be seen. And are you gonna make an attack?
Well,
yeah, you're hidden.
It's gonna be real important in this next part.
Yeah. Well, the thing already has fairy fire, so you have advantage no matter what.
Oh shit. Well, all right. Well, at least I feel safe. And thank you for reminding me. For fuck's sake. And I knew that too. All right, well then I'm taking this with advantage.
Okay.
23.
That hits.
I'm gonna do basic damage first.
Okay.
That's 8. And then a couple sneaks. What is it? 2d6 now? I think so. Another 8.
Okay. This one you're able to hit him in the back of the head, and it sticks in a little bit, but you feel like it's just not doing as much. But I mean, that definitely hurt him. Still, this thing looks pretty beat up. Blood's pouring out. It's almost in a frenzy now.
That's my beautiful turn.
Okay.
I'll with my free action, I'll stroke my mustache back into place, and
gotcha.
Just that's it, I guess.
This thing lets out a roar as it's in a fury, so I'm gonna roll randomly for each attack between you two to see who attacks. Normally it would attack Gideon, but first attacks against Gideon as he claws at you, misses terribly in a wild. You're easily able to step out. You've got him on tilt there. He's going to swing or try to bite at Alana, who he rolled a nat 20 for, unfortunately, as he just reaches his head back almost unnatural distance to.
Point of inquiry here: cutting words would not reduce nat 20, right? Nat 20
no, yeah,
supersedes everything. Okay.
Yeah. 13 piercing damage as it bites into you, just catches you right in the shoulder. Okay. That is his turn. Alana, you are up.
Awesome. Well,
20. Twice tonight.
I'm going to roll to take a swing at him. And I rolled low on both, which sucks, but I'm going to use... Now, the inspiration, is that a re-roll, or is that just an add-on to...
Yeah, 1d6.
Just an add-on to it?
Yep.
Oh, of course I'm rolling low on that, too. Hooray. So, that is... Unfortunately, a 12 to hit.
12 does hit. 12 is its AC.
Oh, shit. So we are pumping a divine smite into that puppy, literally. And so
Nice.
Nice. So that was some damage there. That was some damage there. I need to roll for the actual. So hold on.
What kind of weapon are you using?
It's a long sword.
Regular longsword?
It is a regular long sword.
Okay. Yeah, just give me the damage differently, like the.
Yeah, I'll give you it spread out. So it's 14 for the smite itself, the radiant, and then the sword damage is 4. That's slashing, I think.
Okay, so as your blade comes down onto it, it does cut a line into his chest, but it just doesn't bite in like it should. It definitely, cut him. But as it does, you see it just leaves behind this, fire of of radiant energy, and that just burns deep and almost digs the blade in deeper. Lets out this roar, blood pouring out. However, you do see that he's still up. He's got one arm up and son.
Ting, 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 ting.
And that's my turn.
Bungo.
Do I hear anyone else coming? Or am I...
Give me a perception roll. Because in the heat of battle, you just hear a lot of battle, but if you're like trying to discern if you hear something else.
I don't want to use that as my action, though. Just...
I don't think I would make you use it. Or you could just use your passive perception. You can... What's your
Okay.
passive perception?
15.
So you don't hear anything else coming up on you.
Okay. So I am then going to use F this guy in particular, I guess. So I'm gonna hop down off the cart, and so that I can catch him in a cone and not my companions. And I am going to go ahead and cast Spray of Cards. There's a 15-foot cone of spectral cards. Each creature in the area must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 2d10 force and is blinded until the end of their next turn.
What's the saving, or what's the DC?
Dex 13. But before you, well, I guess I don't know how you would say whether or not, because I'll use cutting words if you roll particularly high, but I would know the result of the roll and the result of the thing. So it's
Yeah. So I don't know. I have to read that again. So you can just use it if you need to. I don't think he didn't make it. Actually, he
Okay.
rolled a 10. So
okay, cool. So that's 2d10 force damage. There's 3 and 8, so 11 force damage, and he's blinded.
So as you release this, you move your hands around a little bit, and I imagine like you pull like from your sleeves these decks of cards, as you like spray them, spray them out, and these tarot card looking cards though, but they fly out with a ton of force and blast him. As it hits him in the last one hits him in the head and it falls down. Before it slowly starts to change into a wolf, it looks like a normal wolf, but it's dead.
Got some tricks up these sleeves.
Seriously, impressive. He's dead?
Yeah, appears that way.
Oh, fuck, Alana.
We
gotta again, just in case.
We gotta make sure this is done, okay? And she goes and just right in the neck, just to make sure the head's disconnected.
The head comes off, ensuring its death.
All right. Now put the head on the body. Grab the arms. I'll grab the legs. Let's get this away from our camp.
Are there any more coming? Is it safe now?
You guys don't hear anything.
I don't want this, whatever this is, twisted. I don't want it near here. Or we can just go.
Seems more like correct me if I'm wrong, lycanthropy? A big word. I know, boys. It's a big word, okay? Change into animals.
Hey, I've heard plenty of big words before.
I'm sure. Anyways, yes, that's why I cut the head off. Let's put it over here, I guess.
If you want to finish your rest, if you can. Hey, sound off. Ren, you around? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I'm cool.
I didn't see you.
I was trying to stay back just in case there were more of them.
Good. Everybody else good? Yeah. All right.
You guys gonna try to finish your long rest? Because I haven't seen Dog in a while. I'm just
Oh,
so your heart does sink for a second, but you see he's just kind of he galloped off a little bit, broke his thing, but you see him not too far, maybe 50 feet away. During the fight, he got a little scared.
Grab him,
I'm
and
not gonna
I'll pull
lie.
out some of my fucking rope I just paid, or was just given to me, and tie him off good. I'll keep a keen eye on him for the rest of the shift. Make sure he doesn't.
I'm honestly a little afraid to admit how much I feel attached to Dog right now, and I normally do not grow that kind of attachment to pack animals. So I think it's just very effective branding.
Donkeys are cool.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, if we can finish their rest, then
Yeah.
I think that's
So,
a smart move.
as you guys kind of settle in and get back to sleep, after that kind of wild moment, you guys kind of pause for a second as you're, but it sounds off in the distance. Try to kind of snuggle in with those, kind of put that thought out of your head as you try to finish your rest.
Wait, before I go back to sleep, I look at Bongo and like with one eye open. Like, you trying to wake me up with that thing again? I'm gonna break it. And then I go back to sleep.
Like a sad sound with it.
Don't listen to her. She appreciate good music.
You guys are able to wake up. You unfortunately wake up to this kind of cold drizzle. Really you can tell the day's going to be just a cold, wet day. But you were able to get your long rest in.
All right. Hey, but we don't get a long rest, right?
No, you do. You do. Because you finish off your.
No, we took I took my long rest in the beginning, and then we had the
Yeah, yeah.
encounter, and I was at watch.
Yes.
So I don't get my long rest.
That's a really good. Yeah, yeah. Well, no, you do, because that was the purpose of taking the 12-hour shifts. So yeah, yeah. You still got your full amount of rest. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
If your sleep would have got interrupted and then you couldn't have gone back to sleep.
Well, that's right. I was on second shift when we got.
Yeah, so you're fine. You've already taken 6 full hours of rest. And, yeah.
But then I got things, bro. I just.
Hey, cut it out.
Oh, you mean you used your?
I used all my shit after my long rest.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. That is true.
Yep.
Wait.
And do we want to take a quick break right now?
Yeah, I was just about to say it's probably a good place to break. No, you're right. I know we went over a little bit this time.
That's fine. That's fine. It's engaging. I'm all about it. Not gonna break that up. So we'll be back in 10. I gotta pee so bad. Oh my gosh.
It's been
Good. Audios are good. The floor is yours.
All right, welcome back. We are just woke up from a brutal night into a dreary morning. Your wounds are still sore, but as you continue on the next day, travel's a little bit slower, but not terribly. It's a little muddy. Um, Still hear those, howling of wolves every now and then, or you will see an elk or a deer every now and then, though it's not prolific by any means. Um, the day goes by pretty uneventfully. You try to trudge on, and night falls again. It's cold, wet, still drizzling. You're able to find a spot underneath a tree that's keeping it pretty well dry, but it's still pretty miserable. Um, and from what you understand, you could probably push on and get there in the morning, or get there in the afternoon, late afternoon, the next day.
What do you? I mean, are we just ignoring what happened last night? Like a bad nightmare?
I mean, do you have some closure? You need some closure? You want to talk about it?
No, it's just. I mean, that's.
Want me to hold your hand?
Just
I'll hold your hand.
Is that something that you're familiar with?
I mean, I brought it up.
All right, fine.
So, just to catch you up a little bit, I did go have actual paladin training under a certain school. And part of that is having a bit of an education, and we were taught that these things exist back where we're from. And this place is it's completely different. I don't even know where we are, but apparently they're here. They exist here too, and we found something like that. And part of what I understand is normal weapons typically don't work. As I found out personally, my normal sword slashed it. It was an injured, but then the extra smite on top of it did work.
Yeah,
so,
but besides that was an injured man.
It was a lycanthrope. I believe common term for that werewolves. Yes.
That's fiction.
Where
Is it though?
I've been in the woods my whole life. I've never heard of that.
Well, we just fought one. It's a curse. Not everyone sees it. It's a cursed person. Not everyone would believe you could have sex with the devil and have a kid. But here I am.
Wait. That's a thing?
Yeah, I mean, I want to revisit
Yes.
that one too in a little bit.
Boys, back on topic, okay?
Wait. Was your daddy the devil?
Yes.
Nice.
Shut up.
To be honest, I think when we get to the outpost, we can find some rest. I don't know if I'm going to be getting much sleep after that.
Do you want to travel at night? Unfamiliar
That
country?
sounds like a horrible idea.
I'm not sure what's more
Help me up
horrible
here. Someone
than
else.
a guy coming up and changing into a wolf.
You really got the drop on you, Gideon.
Yeah, he did.
I thought that happened.
It's not a good feeling, Bungo.
I thought it the whole time. I thought this guy's
All right, all right, all right, all right. Look, what are the chances that something will get the drop on him again, though? You know what I mean? Like, we're probably safe. I think we move during daylight hours where we can all see things. That's a pretty cool thing, right?
You
Like
guys
seeing
can't see
things?
in the nighttime.
No, I can't. But I do have
Wait,
a
Bungo, can you see at night?
Who?
Oh. Boys, I'm sorry. I'm the only one that can see in the dark.
I do have a lantern if we need to,
I
but
don't
I'd rather
need a lantern.
yeah, I mean the problem with lanterns is everyone else can see you. And then
That
it's
is a
like,
problem.
what's the point? So anyhow, yeah, all in favor of traveling in day? Say aye, 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 aye. All right, we're all in favor.
It sounded
Cool.
all like your voice, though.
Yeah, I'm not good at impressions.
Yeah.
I also cannot see at night.
Okay. Well, Gideon, what if we, got a couple branches or something and masked our spot for the
I
night?
think we'll do a better job tonight then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well, need
take
some
first
sleep.
though.
Who are the two
Alright,
on the first,
so
and we'll
we-
know who the two on the second are.
So we dig a small bunker, right, with like a couple rooms, nothing
Yeah,
lavish.
Nothing crazy. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
you
Just
know.
3 rooms, maybe.
Take 8 hours to dig in the dirt. Blah blah blah.
What is that? 10, 15 minutes? No.
So,
who's on the first
I'll
watch?
do
Yeah.
I'll do second.
I'll go first.
Who else wants to be on first?
I'll go second.
All right, same teams.
Perfect. I'll go first.
All right.
Can I get everyone to roll 20-sided for me?
Just that point or just a random choice?
Yeah. Net 20.
I got a
Are we all
2.
rolling?
What do your halfling eyes see? Everything.
17 here.
He sees dead people. I got a 13 if we're all rolling.
All right, so 20 from Bungo, 18 for Alana,
13.
13. Okay, what did you guys get?
I got a 2.
17 for Ren, and I'd like to think that it was really his mustache that like detects it.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Like a 17 for Ren's mustache.
The night goes by uneventfully. Both watches. It's cold and wet, and you think you hear something at one time, but just you're alert, and you're like, no, it's probably nothing, and your night goes by. You wake up, it's still cold. It stopped raining, but
I'd like to wake up the first watch with a throwing rendition of On the Road Again. My hurdy-gurdy.
On the
Just,
road again.
Alana's already awake, so she doesn't get ripped awake by my musical prowess.
okay.
What? Ah!
Yeah.
Time to get going.
Mhm.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
I like that. I'll take it every time.
What, no
Bungo.
breakfast?
All we got
Um,
today
So-
is hard.
As you guys are traveling, you were keeping an eye out. It's again kind of the mist is kind of heavy today because of the rain and the cold. But it kind of starts to clear in the afternoon as the sun does peek out for a minute, which you're thankful for. And as you continue on, you kind of crest a hill. You're in that kind of plains area with some dotted trees and the forest to your left and the river to your right. And you come around the corner, and what you see is a kind of a plume of smoke spiraling up. And it looks like a large fire, like a large bonfire type of smoke. But as you peer down, you can see that there's an outpost of multiple buildings and such sitting on the river. And it's probably still an hour away, maybe, or 45 minutes. Like you guys cresting this kind of hill, kind of looking down. And it looks like what you're looking for. I mean, there's no doubt they said that that's what it would be. It's got multiple buildings. There's a big warehouse. Excuse me, docked right there on the river. But what catches your attention is there's like two large fields in the front that are used as cultivating. They're cultivating something, right? Some sort of crop. And it looks like one of the fields, most of it has been burned. You see some of there's not big fire anymore, but it's still smoldering, right? Like it recently, just recently been put out. It looks like they've lost a good portion of that. As you see the outpost in front of you.
All right, so, fellas, what's their play?
Well, we want to take the ferry down to the city. We gotta go see how much the ferry costs. Maybe we check in with Philip's friend there, Ben Dappler, and see what the word on the
I
outpost
think
is.
these people are going to be desperate. Ferry rides probably pretty easy or cheap to attain, unless, of course, it's mass exodus and everyone's trying to get away from this problem.
What is, like, as we coast into this, we go by one of these fields that's smoldering?
You will, yeah. If you guys are making your way down, as you get closer, you can smell it kind of in the air. It's got a pungent smell, whatever's burning. You can see a little bit over on the other field. It doesn't look like anything any of you have ever seen. It's kind of a tall plant with these strange, flowers that come off of it, flowering type plants. And you.
Does it look like they may have selectively been culling them?
No, as you approach, you can immediately see that this looks like, it's burned a big section of it. And you can see a man, he's kind of walking around like he's talking to somebody near where the fire is kind of smoldering out. Like imagine like a line, they've saved just a little strip of like crop and it's still kind of smoldering and stuff. And you can see someone's quite upset about it ahead. And this is still outside the gate or the gate of the outpost. Or I mean, it's not walled, but it has like an entry point rather.
Hey, what are you guys cooking? Chicken or chicken?
You see them stop, and you turn, or when they turn and look at you, you see a short man, probably, 5'4", 5'5", who he's bald, he's got a big nose and clean shaven. He's just pacing around. He's like, "Oh, okay, what? Oh, yeah, look at my crop. Oh, most of it's gone. Oh, devastating." You see there's a half elf. At first you're not sure. It's kind of an androgynous, style, as it's wearing very traditionally male clothing and such. But you see that it's a female half elf. She's got short hair. She's wearing a big hat, a wide brimmed hat. She's got an eye patch. She's got a big scar across her face, and she's wearing leathers, and she's got a bow strapped to her back, and she's got arrows on a quiver on her hip. She's kind of leaning against a post. Can't you see? It's all burned away. Oh.
What happened here? I mean, besides burned away.
Well, not sure. Just woke up this morning, and this thing was burning away. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. My hero's wart's gone.
Any idea of a cause? Do you have any enemies? Anyone that might dislike you or have reason to mean you harm?
No, what? No, I mean, why would they just burn it? You can see someone wanting to steal it.
What is it?
Oh, it's the finest hero award around. You haven't heard Dabbler's Hero's Wart?
Heard of Planter's Warts.
These are better than those, my friend. Bolster yourself. It's a good kick in the rump.
You wouldn't be Ben Dappler, would you?
The one and only.
Well, why didn't you say so?
Why the hell would I? I don't know nothing.
Well, true enough.
You know me?
We have a mutual friend.
We're just up in Carradine.
Oh, I haven't been there in a long time.
Bungo, what's that guy's name again?
Philip. Yeah. Says, when you get down to the outpost, you run into that son of a bitch, Ben Dappler, and you tell him I said hello.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, in a loving,
No.
likable way. Right.
No, he's. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I know. I know Philip. Hi. Nice to meet you. You see that half elf walks over. Hey, Ben. Well, looks pretty bad, but maybe you don't tell everybody. Introduce yourself. Make yourself so known. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. They know Philip.
Yeah.
You see that half elf pull a rolled cigarette from behind her ear, hold out a match. Like,
I got to shoot you straight. That was an embellishment on my part. Philip didn't say son of a bitch. I did. Make banter, friendly conversation.
I understand. I'm sorry. I'm a little distraught about it. That's fine. So I still got half my crop, but this is going to take some time to sort out.
What? Any way we can help you here? I mean, let me shoot you straight. We're looking to head down the river on a ferry. Here, you're the man for that. We headed to the outpost. We come up here. Stuff's burnt to shit. Maybe we can help you, and you can help us.
I don't know what you can do.
Well,
but I am the man for the ferry, but I've got to figure this out. It might be a few days or a week at least, maybe before we can head down the.
All right. What's the deal with this Heroes Ward?
Do you have any competitors?
No. No, it's just a smoke. It's smoking in a pipe or good tobacco.
Oh. Well, burning would not help that. Yeah.
Do you believe there's people that are trying to regulate your distribution of this product?
Greatest paladin question I've ever heard in my life. No. Everybody loves the Heroes Ward around here. Why would they just burn it? That doesn't make any sense. Like I said, it's valuable. I have guards who protect it because there's certainly people who would steal it, but nobody else around knows how to grow. I mean, this is.
How did those guards miss something like a fire? Like, what started?
You see that half elf stand up tall at that? Oh, we can't be everywhere all the time.
Well, technically, you only need 4 hours of sleep, so.
Well, we got other things we got to do sometimes. We got guards. Things happen. It slips through. Just like I said, it was probably just an accident.
What's the
Who else would
inflection
burn this?
in his voice? Does he sound confident in the words he's saying, or
It's her.
Yeah.
or her? Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be blamed for mistake. Very stereotypical masculine kind of demeanor, and like I said, kind of has a hard look to her. She's got short hair with covers up her she's covers herself up with leathers and such. So it's not nobody would blame you for not knowing. But as you kind of your eye kind of checking her out and be like, what's she trying to say here? You can give me an insight roll. What's everybody's passive insight? Isn't there a passive insight?
Yeah, there is.
16 here, but also I'm extra special when it comes to people trying to lie.
Okay.
I have a 12.
I have an 11 and I rolled a 10.
So Ren, you don't think you're like, you can just see like the telltales, like she's not being honest. You don't know if she's straight up lying or what, but she's certainly, when she's like kind of suggesting something that she doesn't know what's happening, or
I'm thinking half truths, or unsaid
things.
things.
Lies by omission.
Yes,
like
yeah,
that.
that's what I'm going for. Thank you, Damian.
Hey-o!
Damian.
No,
DM.
no,
I don't
I'm
know.
not accepting that nickname.
It's stuck
Guys,
on
I'm just workshopping, okay?
I got you.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. All right. No, but yeah, she doesn't seem trustworthy. I mean, you get that sense from her. Ben's like, oh, but come on, you can spend some time here. And where are you from? I've never seen you. This is the outpost. Nobody's in charge here really, but I own the ferry and the warehouse, and I run the. People kind of look to me for things. There's good people. There's some people that live here. Some people just traveling through. You know, but we're good folk here, but we have a pretty strong guard around. You see, he kind of makes a little point of it. Central here and their group keep an eye on things. So
No, you won't be seeing any trouble from us. We're just, passing through, trying to get down to the capital. Did you say that the ferry's not leaving for another week?
could be. I got to sort out this. Took a big loss on this, and my plan was to take some of this harvest down the river. I mean, I'm going to take this harvest next week, so I can't make 2 trips, and it's really put a damper in my. You folks don't look like you're from around here. The half elf, which he called Syndril.
No, I'm from out west. But is there anyone that would gain from you losing this kind of commerce? Like, what would cause this?
Like I said, there have been some bandits around, but I haven't seen them in a long time, and they would just steal it. They wouldn't burn it. No, I don't have any enemies.
Exactly. Who would want to ruin something like this? I mean, unless it was an act of God, but
Yeah,
just
could
saying.
be.
Paul, is there any place to stay in town here, in the outpost here? Like, what do you?
Yeah.
What do you
Oh, there's an inn. It's got a few rooms, and they serve good food. And there's an inn. There's a general store. There's like a stables, but there's no blacksmith. There's not like it's not a full town by any means, but it does have an inn. It has a warehouse. It has general store for travelers and stuff. It's got a lot of like fishing equipment and boating equipment and things like that as well. A marina, kind of. Or yeah. I
Hey,
guess.
meta question. We still have dog?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Cadillac playing in the stables?
Yeah. I'm like, do we stay with him or do I try to get him a room in the inn?
You trying to get a donkey a room at the inn? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. But let's keep moving.
I think we should, find a
He
suitable
turns like-
spot for him. Yeah.
Oh, folks, yeah, if you're tired, go on. Philip, go ahead and you can head up to the inn if you need some goods, and I'll be in there this evening and we can talk. But yeah, it's looking like it. It's definitely jam things up for me. But see, Syndrill's smoking that cigarette, really eyeballing you guys.
All right, we're gonna go get a room at the inn. We'll hang out with y'all later. Try some of this.
Oh, I'm never gonna financially recover from this. Is it really gonna hit my bottom line? But yeah, you guys walk in. You see these guys. They're all wearing like the same kind of brown leathers. Appear to be kind of matching the same kind of leathers that Syndril had. It seemed to be kind of a guard of some sort. You've seen this type of thing. It's probably like a small group that's kind of a mercenary band, probably, that have hired themselves out as protection here. They're not super focused. You can see some of them. But there's more muscle there than you expected. Like this, if they were competent guards, there's quite a bit for this small area.
If any of them happen to glance at me, can I do some like really subtle like gang signs? You just like look like I'm fidgeting. just to see if any of them recognize it.
You know, little thieves can't, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
little
Give me give me how do I roll for that?
I have no idea, but I don't
Give me
care. It'll be
a
fun.
charisma check of some sort, persuasion or deception. If you're kind of just
Ooh.
bullshitting, or if you're really trying to be like, hey,
Yeah,
let's
I'm gonna go
talk.
with
Hey,
persuasion, I
how's your
think.
mother? Right? Which really is like, how's the
Thank God I rolled hot. 18.
So you kind of walk by and you're like, town looks a little cold. Anybody ever bring any heat? You throw a little slang and you walk by, one of them stops and looks at you and walks over. Sometimes you can find, a candle laying around, a little warmth. You know what I'm saying? Why? What you looking for?
I'm gonna do the cool gang symbols for like I'm looking for anything really.
Well, now you guys are kind of in a conversation, I would imagine. Like he pulled in. So yeah, you can definitely use slang. You can be as direct as you want. You can still use thieves can't.
We're gonna use slang only. Like keep in mind the player's not good at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm open to anything.
You're looking to make a
Preferably
little
not murder.
jingle in your jangle.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're talking.
He says, "Well, maybe you put a little something in my palm, and I got some information for you."
All right, hold on a second.
I don't mean your dick. I just not put your dick in my palm.
oh, sorry. I keep my silver on the inside. It's just a habit I do. I'm gonna give him 2 of the Electrum silver, the local currency, but they're warm.
They're warm. I got you. Yeah. He's like, ugh. He's like, well, we were actually originally going to go and hit up that old tomb down the way. I know I hear there's a big treasure in there, but couldn't get in. Some old man, some kind of person of long time ago lived here, some sort of mighty warrior mage. You know how the locals say.
Yeah,
well, we get there. It's pretty run down, but it's sturdy. And well, long story short, is we wasted a lot of time before we got hired on here.
Well, you can't get through the blocks?
Well, the damn door wouldn't open. Couldn't pick it. But hey,
right,
what I understand, there's a lot of money to be made in there.
That's good to know. Hey, look, don't spend those all in one place. And then I'm gonna
tell me where I spend my money.
And then I'm gonna like touch his shoulder a little, like rub my hand on him,
all right. Pushes you off if you made it weird, and walks away.
Alana's gonna come by and take Ren by like the ear or something, but that's enough. You made it feel awkward.
I'm gonna relay some info about Soul Tomb and let them know. Let the rest of my group know quietly that they couldn't get it through because they couldn't open a door, that kind of thing. But mostly just drink.
Okay, so let's see about maybe getting some lodging, and we have want to talk to Ben again, and we have a potential score in the old tomb if we get stuck waiting.
What's the kind of regional temperature right now? Like, how warm is it? And try to use American units for us.
Yeah. It's probably like 50 degrees, but it's also like a cold wind. So it's not freezing, but it's pretty cold, like cool, with the wind and stuff. It's not comfortable. You got to be kind of bundled up with your cloaks and.
Yeah, I suggest we share rooms for warmth. Right, Alana?
That's nope. No. Let's see. Where's this inn?
You guys can find it
say
pretty easily.
those? Okay.
Yeah, you can find that pretty. I mean, like, there's only a few major buildings, and it doesn't have a name. It just says tavern on the top.
You know, I love these generic signs. So straightforward.
As you guys step in, you see that it's fairly busy already. It's probably like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. There's people in there drinking, and it's a large inn. Yeah,
Alana's gonna walk in first. She's feeling kind of confident today.
Everybody kind of pauses a little bit, then the murmuring gets a little quieter, but then it kind of starts picking back up a little bit again.
I'm going to make sure that her footsteps actually do that heel toe, like, the feminine step up to the front.
See, there's
to
the older gentleman
barkeep or whoever
behind the counter. He's in good shape, but he's getting up in age. You can tell he kind of help you, miss.
Hello. I do need to have some rooms if you have them available. Myself and my crew are looking for some lodging, if you don't mind.
We're glad you got in here earlier. We usually fill up pretty quick, but yeah, I think I could accommodate 4 rooms.
Can you get? Would you mind giving us 2?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yes. A small bed for the wee one, of course.
I can sleep in a big bed too. It's got more room to roll around.
And any other maybe start a small tab for us too, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. We'll bring out some drinks, and if you guys are hungry, you can.
Perfect. Yeah, we're a little cold on the road, except for the small fire that was kind of interesting. So how much is that going to be?
For the rooms and for the rooms.
She flicks her
into
hair, just a little.
4 silver.
Oh, okay. I hand him 5
Oh, kind of you.
with a wink.
He said, we'll eat, or we'll get the bill sorted out for the whatever you guys eat afterwards.
What kind of food
And drink.
Kind of food
Huh? Oh yeah.
Kinda-
It's like we got a couple options. I think there's a stew coming up, and of course we have our shepherd's pie, which people like.
Ooh.
Fuck, you had me at stew, but then he said shepherd's pie.
all the pies.
Yeah, all the meat pies.
Yeah.
Oh, and sir, I'm sorry. Do you have accommodations for a donkey by chance?
At the stables, yes, certainly.
Because we do need an extra spot for that. Is that extra, or is that part of the fee that I already paid for?
No, that'll be 1 silver a night stable year.
Bongo, that's you.
Gideon, when you go to bed, go to stable. You sleep there. Yeah, I'll throw in the silver and mark it down.
Perfect.
It's like, all right, enjoy yourselves. It should be a busy evening as usual.
I'll try not to draw too much attention.
Good luck. You guys do, and within the 20 minutes it takes you to sit down, get your drinks, and kind of, settle in for a second, get your weapon off your hip and on the ground next to you or wherever you're keeping it. People are already starting to come in, as the evening. Looks like this place probably stays pretty busy. It's quite large. It's quite large. All the rooms are upstairs.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm a bit hungry, so.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I say we get a bunch of warm food.
I think we should just
And
get
then we
a
drink.
thing of shepherd's pie for the table, and
Yeah.
just whatever pot it comes in.
Oh, and then we drink a lot, but we do it at the same time. We drink a lot while we eat a lot, okay? And
Like,
then
you can go ahead and do that.
and
I'm just
then
kidding.
maybe I'll eavesdrop, and then maybe I'll just get so fucking drunk I go hang out and I sleep with Dog in the stables.
That's
right.
that's where I'm sleeping. So
Well, what you saying? We can't both sleep with Dog?
Man, I appreciate the nights that we have been together, Ren, but I'll keep dog company tonight.
All right, that's fine. I'll go up and sleep in a regular room. Right, Alana?
Yeah, you and Bungle can share a room.
Right? Well, okay.
I get the big bed.
No, All right, we'll see.
Not all right. Fine. As you guys get around,
I get so wasted that Bungo gets the big bed, and I'm sleeping in like a toddler's half bed.
Legs hanging off the
hanging
side.
off, boots still on.
So if we're at a table together and we're talking about kind of our plans, so guys, what's our play? Do we want to see if this Ben Dappler guy needs help with something? He feels like he doesn't know what he needs help with yet. And then we also have that we could make some quick money with that tomb maybe too.
All right, I'll tell you, I love the idea of the tomb, and I love, like I said, I was making fun because they can't open the door, but I was never really a door guy. Like, I mean, I'm handy, I can get around some locks, but like if a door won't open, that might be something else that I don't know how to do. Anyways, I still like it. I still think we should check it out. And what was that other thing you were talking about?
The crops that burned down. If that guy needs help, because he's not gonna move the ferry for like a week, so we can't speed up that process unless we.
I think the trouble is he's not gonna be able to grow a crop in a week, so he's gonna just need to.
But maybe if we could solve it faster, like we did in Cardin, we'll have favor at least.
I think we should, there has to be someone who doesn't like what he's doing. Someone who thinks that his smoking product is some sort of nefarious.
He's got all these loyal guards, though.
No, totally. I agree. Someone's got to be against the idea of it.
Some sort of zealot somewhere. Anyways, the guards are just, you heard all of her excuses.
Well, she seemed like a straight shooter to me.
Yeah, she sure looked like a straight shooter. Alana laughs.
Oh, no. She was a liar. You remember? Didn't I say that?
Oh, my goodness. Wow. That changed things.
Yeah, total liar.
So it doesn't take long before this place kind of picks up around you as you guys are kind of enjoying yourselves and really feeling the
start
vibe.
Dropping Eve spreads.
It's and basically the whole town's in there at night, and there's a lot of people, and there's some darts and there's some drinking and some dice going on. It's a rowdy inn, but everyone seems to be behaved. Like it's not out of there's some loud drunks and some people but nothing. It looks like they're all pretty respectful for the most part. A lot of ale being passed around, and there's a couple people. One guy has approached you guys multiple times, kind of staggered up to you. At first, you guys, while you were eating, were kind of brushing him off, but you see he's kind of walking around. He seems to kind of interject himself into everybody's conversations. It doesn't take long for you to kind of see he's kind of probably a local drunk, but he seems to kind of talk to everybody, and most people treat him with, but he's just having the time of his life. Otherwise, it's a lot of the guards that you see, with Syndrol. She's not in there, but, they're pretty rowdy. They're probably the rowdiest. And they all kind of stick together and drinking together, one large group.
That local fun drunk, any chance we could catch a name?
Marcus. Yep.
Is Marcus really drunk? Does he actually look
Yeah, but
drunk?
he also looks like he's probably been really drunk since earlier that day, so...
Okay.
But yes, he does look...
It's not like performance.
Yeah.
Ren, I noticed you talking to one of your new friends there. Might have a solution for the door if you can ever get your hands on some tools of the trade. I've been known to use them once or twice in my life, so I might be able to make some use if you're picking up what I'm throwing down.
You talking thieves' tools?
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think's been in my bag the whole time?
I don't have any. Okay, can I borrow yours sometimes?
For what? What do you need them for?
The door.
Well, then, yeah, when we go to the door, you can borrow mine.
Okay.
Show me how to do it. Show me how it's done.
When you have a set of tools you don't know how to use,
No, I know how to use them. I just use them very specifically.
you just suck at using. Okay,
No, I'm really good with locks. I'm not good with doors.
it's the same.
No, the
a
a
little
lock is the thing that
thing.
locks the door, but if the door is stuck, it's different.
The lock
Well-
is more complicated than the doorknob. You
Yeah, but I'm
realize that.
better with that part.
He's got small shoulders. Can't,
Yeah, he's got a weak grip too. Okay, well, we'll get there. Okay.
You're not wrong.
Um,
I'm gonna twirl my mustache.
okay, cool. Marcus, you want to sit with us for a bit?
It depends. You gonna fill this cup? Huh?
Barkeep, water.
Alana takes her stein and just kind of tips it into his cup.
I was just
She's
gonna
not
say,
judging.
like, I'll push mine over towards him.
Yeah, now we're talking. Yeah, I'll take a seat. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. Just stumbling in, looking to keep on moving down the river. Sounds like we're gonna have to
Don't
sit
look-
around a few days, though.
Don't look familiar to me. Look like out of towners.
Oh, born and raised here,
What?
right under, stone's throw from the Heroes' War.
I'm
Okay,
from
well.
town.
I bet. Probably didn't see you over there, little man. That's probably why, right? Am I right, guys? Because he's short.
He is really short. Yeah.
That's a
I'm
good
messing
one.
with you.
I
I'm
always
messing with
loved that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where you heading?
capital.
Yeah. Have fun. It's a big city. Fun.
Yeah. What about here? What do you do for fun around here?
Yeah, you see it.
All right.
I'm drinking.
What's the
Yeah.
word? What's the word
Word?
around town, man? Tell me some
Oh.
stories.
What do you want to know? Oh, I got stories. You want to hear stories? Oh, you want to hear a little history stories, huh? Hey guys, they want to hear some stories. You hear a couple people around are kind of laugh. Yeah, why don't you tell them some stories? You guys ever hear Raven? Mighty traveler came from far away. Said he got lost in the mist. Made his way here. They say he settled around here. Supposedly a good guy. They say there's a big treasure. Powerful. Says it'll make a sick man feel good. Poor man rich.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where did that guy come from?
Make a sick man well, make a poor man rich, make you, But no, you hear it's hearsay. But the tomb's real. It's there. We can go.
Yeah.
Where you guys?
You got. Whereabouts is it? You got a map?
Oh, shut up, Marcus. Just talking. Look, you mind your business.
Maps here.
Oh, looks like I'm empty. Ugh.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, let's get you keep your whistle wet.
Yeah, it's hard to talk with all this dry mouth.
I'll push my mug over. See what.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't interest you? Okay, how about a spooky one?
That sounds cool.
You want to hear a spooky one? I'll tell you about it. And this one I've seen now. You guys didn't believe me, but I've seen it. You hear me? This one's real. You ever heard of the bloody cobbler?
Like a shoe person?
Yeah, like a shoe person. The creaking and the ratcheting and the metal. You never heard of the bloody cobbler?
Oh.
See, someone's like, "Oh, shut up." Well, you know what? My dad told me that story, and he saw it. They say it comes for bad people, but not even. Sometimes it.
But you said you saw it.
It didn't come. Why do you think I'm still here? It wasn't come for me. Long. Say he comes. He takes your feet. So just watch yourself.
Where's that guy coming?
It comes when somebody's been doing something maybe they shouldn't have been doing. Marcus, shut up. Nobody believes in that crap. Yeah, well, you were drunk. Yeah, well, so what? Yeah, I was drunk. I still got eyes. I heard it before I saw him. Got a tall hat.
I know what I saw.
Sometimes, Marcus, the spirits reveal the truths to us. All right? Don't let these guys get you down. In vino veritas, my friend. Yeah. All right. What do you know about this? What do you know about this Heroes Ward stuff? Never had any of it.
Oh, it's great. You can smell it all around. They're smoking it in the pipes and it's good smoke. So a shame what happened.
Yeah, it's not too bad, honestly.
He's already got one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. It's amazing, actually.
I've just been hanging out with everyone.
Makes you feel braver than you would be. You almost feel like you could. Well, it's like you want to go. You're feeling strong, fierce. Feeling fierce, girl.
Are we able to buy any of that from the bartender or anything?
Yeah, you can get. Yeah, you can buy some.
I'd like to think that's what I've been doing. So, thank you for allowing that. I didn't even consider that maybe it was like off limits.
Does it actually have any sort of effect, or is it just a special local varietal?
Are you smoking it?
I haven't yet. No.
Yeah, so you wouldn't know.
I am, and I feel great.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you feel like you actually have a backbone for once.
Yeah, and I feel like I could talk to people. I can almost make eye contact. And
Oh, this is huge.
Yeah, I've been thinking about like my future a little bit more.
Wow.
Like not much, but I was thinking about what I might do tomorrow. That's huge. So yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
Hey, you said your name was Marcus, right?
No,
Yes.
my name is Ren.
Ren, shut up.
Yep.
Do they promote smoking this product in the workforce locally?
Do they support? I'm sorry. Do they do what?
Sorry, I'm trying not to catch eyes. Do they promote smoking this while people work locally?
Well, I don't know if they would promote it, but I mean, yeah, a lot of people do for sure.
Of course they do. Yes, of course. I'm just trying to connect some dots, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have any questions, just let me know. Don't mind answering. Just as long as my cup doesn't get empty.
I think we're all out of ale. Damn.
Yeah, looks like I gave you all mine. Well, Marcus, it's good talking to you. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
Buy another round.
I hope so. Yeah, I'll see you around.
Do you guys, when Marcus leaves, which we kind of wait for him to do, awkwardly or not,
I'd like to think it was awkward and slow, like the chair pushing back in.
do you guys want to talk to that archer guard, or do we just, kind of want to go check out that tomb in the morning, and or what's our play?
Well, my general thought is if someone's considering arson to thwart something, they would want to check on their work. So there's some sort of surveillance opportunity there, and it would have to happen as soon as possible. Or we just look for cold facts after that and pursue other things. Or we split the team. Either way.
Ooh, I don't want to split up.
I know everyone likes being around me too much.
What are you afraid, Bungo?
I mean, in the past 3 days, we've seen our benefactor turn on us and try to eat us. We've been in a house of horrors that's been torn apart by zombies. We had to give away our pet toad.
And the zombies.
A werewolf bit Gideon's back wide open.
Yeah,
I was kissed by a devil fish woman thing.
And a kappa,
as you guys say, Bungo, as you say that, you see like Gideon paying almost too much attention to where that bite was, just like kind of like massaging it, rubbing it, like.
You all right there, boss?
She'll be fine.
You wash it
I
out?
can smell your wound. You know what I mean? Like it kind of smells.
Does it?
Yeah, like guys, get over here. Bungo, get a whiff of this.
I'm gonna smell it. I'm gonna do it.
It's got it's got an odor to it. And you look at it now and you see the wound is closed up because you guys healed it up and stuff, but like it's all infected and throbbing. You see these like his veins, you can see them darkened out away from it.
So I'm gonna look at Bungo.
His shoulder looks swollen. It does not look great when he actually moves. Like you go to look at it.
Does it really
I'm
smell
gonna make
that
a medicine
bad?
check.
Bungo, does that really smell that bad?
Yeah.
Fuck. I lost my sense of smell when my nose is broke, like when I was.
Like,
Oh, here we fucking go again. Here we go again.
It's like old
I'm
cheese.
making a medicine check, which was an unnatural 20, just to state clearly that this thing smells like an amputee scar. Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
Anyone who does inspect it can make a medicine roll if they, especially if they don't, they can still make it. They just might not get as much information. But
While I was calling that shot, is there anything I could tell from the wound that I should?
It definitely looks messed up. It looks infected, but what's weird is the wounds are closed. You guys had already closed up the wounds, so it's like but so it just looks like the shoulder's infected, almost. It looks pretty bad, actually, when you actually look at it. Like you're like, ooh, shit. I
could try to heal that again, but I don't know.
Let me see if I can do something. Hold on.
You wash that thing out with some soap.
I've heard about this. It's called cauterization.
Fuck so.
I mean that
I put
that's
I'll
some
give you a
water from the
candle
water
and
skin
some
in.
oil.
Yeah.
I go over to Gideon. I'm like, nah, I don't know if this is gonna hurt or not, but
I'm gonna like
I'll
instinctually flinch a little bit.
You can
I'll
do this
do
here. Wait,
uh
should we go to the room?
yeah. So I'll shut up. I'll do my lay on hands, which other than just HP, it's supposed to cure disease and or neutralize poison if there's poison, but I'm trying to do the disease thing.
Yeah, so you put your hands on him, you do feel that kind of burning,
Yeah.
burning sensation that you feel from her touch. But as the healing energy kind of washes over, it doesn't seem to affect it. Doesn't appear to be a disease.
That's pretty nasty. Sorry there, bud.
Sorry there, bud. I tried, but you're gonna die from gangrene and infection. Blood, your
It's
blood is gonna turn.
we're
Yeah,
gonna lop it off anyways. So
All right.
your
Can
blood
I
is gonna get a
call
wicked
the?
infection, and you're
Can
gonna
I?
die.
Can I'll cover it up. I'll call the barkeep over and just ask for a bottle of the hardest liquor they have, and I'll throw 5 silver on the table.
Well, absolutely. Scoops it up, comes back with a old bottle. It's in like a silver decanter. This is some whiskey. It's been around for a long time. Toss it.
Smells better than his shoulder.
Whiskey time.
the
Pours
ghost
a-
leaves the bottle.
Yeah, he pours a shot for all you guys and leaves the rest of them.
That's why they call it spirits.
All right, I'm gonna grab the one shot that he poured for Alana, and I'm gonna take it, and then I'm gonna grab the shot he poured on me, and like just try to
One for your shoulder, homie.
yeah. Like see,
You have it on and it still, it's just it hurts.
fuck. I think I'm gonna go sleep with Doc.
You keep your hands off dog. I don't trust him with dog anymore.
He's like an herbalist or something.
All right.
Rub on this thing.
Well, stay warm. Keep a blanket with you, and we'll check on you in the morning.
Be safe. Don't be. Never mind.
I'm gonna, as soon as he gets out of the way, I'm gonna start fucking pounding drinks while I can. Before we head
Dabbler comes in the late evening to have a few drinks, and he kind of comes over. Sorry about earlier. I just wasn't expecting that. I've got to deal with that, but it's good. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the outpost. Yeah. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but I'll be all right. I'll be
tough break. What can I don't know. I keep asking if there's anything that we can do, but I mean, we're not farmers.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I got Central working on it, but unless you can, we can figure out a way to pay for. I gotta get a hold of some lenders and gotta shore up this financial situation. But I will be making a trip. I do have the other crop will be ready in a week or two tops. Less than a fortnight, I'm sure. But there's no reason to make an extra trip and just.
Well, look, it sounds like we got some time to hang around this area. So maybe while we're here, we'll see what we can do to get to the bottom of a few things,
I don't know if that'll be necessary. You see Central walks up. That's what he pays us for, so.
Yeah.
You guys just
sure.
enjoy your drinks and let us handle
All right. Well, then I guess in the meantime, we'll just sit here and on our hands. But good
Where's
luck.
your friend at? Couldn't handle that whiskey, huh?
Oh no, that was too strong for him.
All right, enjoy your drinks.
She's a real piece of work.
Or just cackled in your ear, but
Guys, if she tries to kiss me, cut that off. I'm not that drunk. Not
I
like
don't
the
know.
water. The water.
I think I'd pay to see it, but
Had one. Okay.
so when you gonna go out or lay out with dog, right?
Yeah. So, I I have a chest in my inventory.
Okay.
Okay. I'm trying to look through my notes and figure out where I got it, but there's contents and I don't remember adding it to my thing. So I'd like to think, did we get a chest in this?
I don't
I mean,
remember.
the fact that there's contents in it doesn't seem like something we would do in game.
Yeah.
Do you think it was
I'm wondering how I fucking cause.
It could have come with your background if you have like a diplomat or something.
Yeah.
In there is a flask of holy water. So what I was thinking about doing is after the alcohol didn't work, going out to the cart where the chest probably is, rifling through that, going and finding dog, and with no one around, like maybe, but not dumping the flask of that, because that's a waste, but like cleaning a wound, like grab some of rip some of my other clothes and dump some on and see if I rub it on it if that does anything.
You're rubbing it on, feeling that burn. It doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Yeah.
Usually use about half the bottle, probably.
Okay, and then I'll just try to find.
Go dig my own grave, I guess.
Yeah.
Just can't give up.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. No.
You know,
I guess his shoulder doesn't look good that he had. It looked really gross. Is there something? I didn't respond to any of the healing spells I had.
Maybe we need to get him to like a major healer. No offense.
No, none taken. I'm not religious. I just, is
was that apology for me?
Oh, no, I meant to him. Well, no, I mean and to you as well. I'm so sorry to both of you.
I think that what I tried didn't work. Other things seem to not work as well. Did anything happen to him recently that would?
Oh yeah.
I may have missed something.
Oh yeah, no, he got bit by the wolf people. Right?
She curses.
The people wolves. Right?
Yeah.
There was that barmaid back, a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
she feisty too.
And I told you when he was doing it, I was like, he is gonna regret that.
You gotta make better choices and protect yourself. I bet you that.
There's only.
But the shoulder, that doesn't make sense.
Well. What you were.
Yeah, no,
I'm not gonna say it.
I think that we would have to find a cleric of higher standing than someone like myself. But I wonder if they even exist in this place. Have I ever run into anyone religious other than myself lately?
You haven't seen any churches or
That's
temples of.
something that's pondering in her mind since we
Yeah,
showed up
yeah.
is the
And you all
lack
realize
of.
that. Not a single holy shrine or.
I think that's a question to ask someone.
Maybe Ben would know. Old Ben Dappler. Hey,
Hmm.
hey Ben. Ben.
Yeah. He's drowning his sorrows in a cup.
So you got all kinds of stuff around here. You got your stables and your inn and whatnot. You got any holy folks around?
You don't see a lot of holy folks, do you? Around here, no. Why would you need a holy man for?
Oh, gotta mend some shirts. If you know what I
You
mean.
no. They're not really religious or people around here.
All right. Well, fair enough.
Why? What do you need a healer or priest for?
I'm a healing.
Or a holy man? You need to
Oh,
heal somebody?
Ren wants to marry the donkey.
That's a good one.
His name is Dog, or her name. I'm not even sure yet.
I don't think anyone's checked.
You said you do need a healer?
Not us personally, but do you know if they're in the city or is it just that they're not around?
There's not a, like I said, there's some people who, have good luck charms or maybe pray to, or a good crops, but they don't know who they're praying to. They're not religious folk around these lanes.
All right. Well, thanks. Hey, what about that creepy hand claw you got there, Ren?
Well, wait. He said there aren't religious people around here. He didn't say there aren't healers.
Yeah, that's true.
Are there any healers around?
No one would we have a doctor, he's pretty good, but nobody who has any. You may find some folks who can dabble in such things in the bigger cities, but no, just got a good doctor around here. Got somebody, yeah, really, sick or something, but.
Well, look, we really appreciate it.
Roll that backup character.
All right, well, yeah, guys, Ben stands up. I'm out of here. And as he walks away, Central walks up. You fellas looking for somebody sick?
What is your problem with us?
Look, I don't like you, okay? I don't like the way you came sauntering in here, trying to talk about doing our job. It's what we get paid for.
All right, we're coming through your burnt shit field, just looking for a drink and a roof over our head. And you're giving me this shitty side eye the whole time.
Said a joke about having one eye.
Holy shit, you chilling his one eye?
She's wearing an eye patch.
No, that's in the story, right? Marcus' story is aside. How'd that happen?
That's none of your business.
I mean, we can buy more ale. I mean, that's a good story, right? Unless it was just an infection or something. If
you're asking Marcus, you mean? Yeah. But
no. I'm asking her. I can ask Marcus. He might know, but he might just lie. It's a good story. I don't want to hear about some pink eye.
Just watch what you're doing around here. Keeping an eye on you.
We'll keep both eyes on the situation. No, it's finger crossbows. They go yeah. You gotta work the mic.
Actually, it's more like this. Walks away, okay.
Well, someone needs to keep a better eye on what they're paid to do.
Michigan stops a little bit.
$15,000 penalty in the NFL now.
If you're such, she stops when you say that and kind of pauses and then says, matter of fact, maybe you guys are better at this than we are. In fact, maybe she starts talking a little louder. maybe you guys could head to the old Shraven's tomb and get in. And you just hear all of her people kind of laugh, and some of the people. I mean, we couldn't get in, right?
Yeah, maybe we'll show you.
Maybe that's how you can help your sick friend.
Yeah, we were planning on showing you up anyways.
Oh yes, please do. She turns and walks out. She's like, "Oh my God, stand up and walk up with her."
If we come back alive, we expect an apology.
She's walking out. Jeez, those got intense now.
Marcus, you want to go to the tomb with us?
Hey, some of the, sometimes when we were younger, we'd get kind of dared to go out there. Hey, Shraven was real. That tomb is real. I don't know about the stories about the gold and grant you what you want and all that good stuff, but hey, nobody's got in there.
Daring you to come with us.
I don't even know if he can walk tomorrow morning, to be honest.
Fuck it.
All right.
He walks away and kind of stumbles away.
Alana's gonna finish up the rest of her shepherd's pie and then like toss down her fork. All right, boys, I'm tired, and she's gonna stand up. I'll see you in the morning.
Me too, and I'm just gonna follow her up.
I'm gonna shove you back down the stairs.
I am. After they go up, Bungo is gonna try to. I don't like the way that they left, and so I'm gonna sneak down to the stables and try to not be seen by Gideon or anything, but I just want to go and kind of keep an eye to make sure no one messes with him. I don't want him to know I'm there. I don't want them to know.
Give me a stealth roll. Gideon, give me a perception roll. Or what's your passive perception? And you can roll. Actually, you can roll. Just roll. And then maybe we'll talk about your passive.
11.
Perception is 16.
So, yeah. Bungo's just watching you from the darkness. What the fuck? It's just, you can clearly see him. He doesn't know, just
fucking, I'm obviously not feeling well. So I'd like to think that rather than acknowledging, I'll just, roll over into the hay and, pull my wool blanket up over me and put one arm around the dog.
And we will end on that. Absolutely perfect thought.
Oh man!
And he died. He died right there that night.
And dead.
Yeah, I'm dead. Fuck! Great session, Damien. It was really awesome.
Hey, you guys wolfed that werewolf, but
yeah.
Part.
Sweet. Dude, all joking aside, this is absolutely great, and I love it.
I've been having a lot of fun.
We don't have Arcanus. We're gonna do a one-shot on Tuesday, so tune in for that. And then, I know next weekend I'm dark.
We'll just skip next weekend. Pick back up the following Saturday.
Okay. All right. So
Actually, you know what? I was going to be gone too. After all the crap I gave you earlier, I was going to be gone too.
That works well.
So we'll see you back here in a couple Saturdays.
Indeed.
Yeah. Hey, wash those hands. It's that time of year, man. All right.
You wash that.
Stop being so dirty.
You filthy animals. All of you.
You filthy animals.